Good morning, guys. Yeah, the food fishery is extended here in Newfoundland, so a couple of weekends anyway. That's a good thing. But I want to show you a mold that I made years ago for making mackerel hooks and hooks for the fishery. And I didn't put it on YouTube, but anyway, this is it. Just some birch, and I'll show you how I made it. So yeah, okay, so now the first thing we're going to need is a piece of birch. You need the greener, the better probably, but anyway, I'll find something. A chunk of birch wood. Hardwood you need. Piece of hardwood. So there's one right there, and there's one right there. That one there I'll take this one. Just to give you an idea how I made it. So, okay. First thing we gotta do is cut it out on the bandsaw. Okay, so we'll cut out a piece. I only make a small one. Okay, this is the rough size of it. Take this out of the way because it's not square. Put that there. So we just run this through again. It's not bad. Anyway, you can clean it all off if you want, but anyway, this is only for demonstration purposes. So I'll just get another bit of stuff there that I need. Okay, now we'll run this piece through again. So you need a mark this time, I guess. Be a good idea. Put a mark there somewhere. So what I'll do, I'll just kind of aft that in a couple spots, and look. Now we got that done. Drill press. So what we need now is a drill. You can use almost any size, but for mackerel you'll use a small bit, about a quarter around there. Quarter will do it, or smaller a little bit. And for the bigger one, You can use ½ inch or something like this one here, 7/16 or something. So I'll just put in this. I'm gonna do one anyway. I just do one oh, and we don't want to go right through that, so this will be right there, almost through. Okay, so now the idea, you got to drill down through that, right down between there. So you need to clamp that. You can screw it on or whatever, put a screw in it, but don't go right through with the screw. Okay, put a couple of screws in this just to hold it in place here now. And those screws will also be the same hole that you're going to use for the alignment. Use two screws. Okay, so now let's drill a couple of holes down there. So we'll put a mark here somewhere. Put one right there, one right there, one right there, another one right there, another one right there, one right there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different holes, and that's where we're going to run that bit down through. Okay, so the bit has to go down almost to the bottom, which is pretty well right there. Now, go down in that seam, right down in the seam. Pretty well runs down in the seam anyway. And you can make it bigger with this bit here for the bigger ones. The heavier the jigger, you use a bigger bit. One more. Okay. So we remove those screws now. I'll show you. So now we got to put what I did, I just cut off a nail. As you can see, I just cut off a nail and put in. So you use the same holes right here, and the size of the nail is around, well, here's a nail right here. So you use that size of a bit. It's probably 3/16 I figure. So 3/16. You cut off that nail and you put that nail down in that hole, and one size bigger in that hole, so that'll line it all up. Okay, so you got to make a little notch down there for the wire. So all you do now is just take a piece of wire about yay long. Now I got a little pair of pliers there somewhere. Oh yeah, right here. And I just make eyes in this right there. Put it into this little slot right there. You can put your hook in first if you want to do that. I did. There's one high, and you need to measure the length. So we're doing the mackerel hook. Come down it and come in around right there like this. Make sure you got your hook in, or whatever you're going to use. There's your little wire that you got. Snip off the excess and just stick it in there. Lay it in the mold like so, and you just put your mold together. And this is what you got. You got that sticking out, and I just put that in the vise, sticking out on the bottom like that, and sticking out. Now you got your hook in. You got a hook in there, whatever kind of hook you want to use. So you got that in there, and you just put it into your vise. Okay, so it's in the vise. Step now is I have a bit of lead, a little bit of lid. So we got a bit of lead in there. A little bit of lead in this thing here. You want to wear gloves, alright, or a glove, because things do get a little bit hot. Make sure that machine is fair there, right in the middle. We now got molten lead. Now, should be down there, hopefully. Give it a minute, second or so to cool down. Take it out of the vise. And there you have it right there. So now that's a bit hot. So we got fins and everything on it. Still a bit warm. And this bit of trimming, and all I do for trimming is I start up this thing again. Try not that too much heat getting on it. Do the head. And the fins, just touch it. Like this. That's it. So there you go. That's the little mackerel hook. You can do the same with the bigger ones. So I've been making them. like that for a long time, so yeah. So anyway. These are the ones that I just made there. And they're just right for mackerel. Yep, all you gotta do is fix the hooks, but make sure it's mackerel, those small ones, hooks, and the bigger ones, codfish, and you can make them bigger if you wish. So we'll remove this and we'll see what we got. There's the hooks. I'm making 3 there now, so okay. So there's one. Edge has 2. I just melted the lid off the tops of those, and there's 3. So just trimmed it off now with the torch into the lid, the lid thing. There's 2. One more. There's enough for the weekend. And there's 3. That's done. Yeah, anyway. You can also use silicone if you wish. Softer, but if you need a bit heavier wire probably. Something to hold it in place. Hunt for fish.